Descendant, I'm glad you made it back safely. I heard the amount of pressure in the Void Abyss was huge. And yet you still managed to complete the operation. You really are talented. I'd love to have you join our unit. Wouldn't that be great, Keelan?
Sure. They're useful enough. They don't get in the way and they can hold their own. Thanks to you, the mission was a success. You did well, even though you weren't trained for it. Inez, why are you looking at me like that?
Wow. The Void Abyss really is a scary place. It's changed your arcade traits, and now it's even changed your personality. I've never heard you compliment anyone before. Keelan's still in there somewhere, right?
Never mind. Descendant, you should pay HQ a visit. I hear they're preparing a follow-up operation. Inez, I've got to drop by the Magister Research Institute. I'm a little worried about that doggo we rescued.
Wow. I swear that didn't sound like Keelan. I didn't know he liked dogs.
This is an important operation. Descendant, I've been waiting for you. First of all, thank you for your hard work you put into this operation. An impressive achievement for your first Void Vessel exploration. It's no wonder Hound wants to recruit you. It's not entirely because of that success, but it has been decided that for the time being, you'll be assigned to Void Vessel exploration missions. VV-072 is unlike any Void Vessel that we've discovered so far. It doesn't look like a Vulgus ship, and I'm concerned that the Vulgus have already taken control of its interior. Also, the Vulgus seem to be using a dedicated exploratory force similar to our Hound unit. We need to find out what they are doing on VV-072 and what they are looking for. Descendant, I want you to conduct a second search operation. I'll contact Hound to assist you.
Well, I didn't expect you to be rushed into another operation this fast. While we're here, Descendant, can you come and see me for a moment? There you are. I'm as confused as you are by HQ's decision. A redeployment so soon after your return.
Though I can see why HQ ordered it. It's the Void Abyss after all. And there are Vulgus all over VV-072.
And, unfortunately, the data you collected contained very few valuable leads. Plus the unexpected Vulgus presence. I suppose HQ had no choice.
The presence of the Vulgus on VV-072 means it's likely they're also looking for something there. Probably information that can give them an advantage over us. Traveling into the Void Abyss isn't easy, even for the Vulgus. There must be something important for them to take that risk. If VV-072 is a Vulgus ship, they have the advantage. We won't be able to stop whatever the Vulgus are planning if we fall behind now. That's why a second sweep is absolutely necessary.
Keelan's right. So I pulled something together as well. This device contains a code to break the Vulgus algorithm. When the specialized code loaded onto this device is activated, it will automatically collect Vulgus records from all over the Void Vessel. Analyzing those records will tell us why the Vulgus came to VV-072. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
Descendant, I hear you're planning further operations in the recently discovered Void Vessel. I have a favor to ask. Can you come to the Research Institute?
If it's new research, you found some special data from the Void Abyss. Intriguing and captivating data, in fact. The organism that Keelan rescued from the Void Vessel is no ordinary dog. It's the product of highly complex and sophisticated... The signal picked up in the void abyss was a sensor of sorts. The organism's response to Keelan's arcane waves. Up until this point, only descendants have been able to respond to and detect arcane. But it seems that we are discovering new possibilities for this fascinating creature every day. Similar to when we first saw the possibilities of humanity. The Magisters speculate that this organism was created by the ancestors. It's just a theory, for now, of course. We've categorized this organism as a new species, an Archae Fellow. This category means that it's a being that responds to Archae and can help descendants in a variety of ways, which is, of course, what we plan to use. I've also discovered a way to research Fellow, given enough materials. But as this organism came from the Void Vessel, you'll need to gather the materials from there. If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
There are traces of a special wavelength in the Colossus energy that Seneca identified. A trace that only I can detect, thanks to my... It is very faint, but it is a trace of Archae. Of course, it is possible that the Archae trace on the Colossus is a result of a number of coincidences. It would not be surprising if a Colossi are also still shrouded in mystery for the most part. Descendant, we need a sample to determine why this Colossus has Archae traces on it.
Do you need information about the Descendant? I know you fought your fair share of intercept battles, but this one will be a real. Yet the Colossi that we've dealt with so far fall within what we consider a normal range. Well, at first I thought it must be an error. But you are about to face the most powerful Colossus you will have ever encountered. I'll begin preparations to Are you ready to undertake a Void Intercept battle assignment? Have you completed preparations?
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Get out of the way!
As Eamon promised, a useful addition to our arsenal. It is unaffected by void energy at any depth of the void abyss. It is the same for the anti-void shield. We had an 87.32% reduction in scout losses. Unfortunately, our Legion of Darkness units do not have the technology to put it in practice. We may need to request Aegon to decipher it. Also, we believe Arcane is needed to re-enable it. I request that we proceed to the second stage. If we can successfully obtain Arcane Serum, we believe we can analyze a significant portion of it. We Also, the research center includes the technology to create gigantic arcane organisms. I should present a more detailed report once we return to the fortress. I have an order for the lesser commanders. With the implementation of the dread armor and the anti-void shield, our goal is in reach. The operation duration has been extended by 13 times, and losses reduced by 87.32%. These results will satisfy lesser needs on your own class. All that remains is collection of the data scattered throughout the ship. According to AIM, the encrypted location of the sealed iron left by the modern ancestors will be found here. You understand? The glorious moment Master Grellan's Clifford finally approaches. It has been a century since Master Grellan embarked on this task. Sacrifice your lives so that we may acquire all that we need. Promise.
Out of my way!
General 8. Exploration progress report communication number 32. Suspected location of a bio-experimental lab identified. Large structure found. Data transmitted. Confirm connection to Ironheart. General Aim's orders. Facility reserved. Transmission complete. Remote control volume experiment complete. Area defense and surveillance online. Exploration report complete. Commander! It's the Descendant!
Are you high on void energy? That's not possible.
The firepower is too strong! It's the Descendants! Sir! I am ready to go.
A handgun. What is this decoration? And how could such a small handgun penetrate a Legion battlesuit? Down the Descendants! Everyone to your battle stations!
Be careful, that's all of us!
4 or 10, it makes no difference. Put them all in body bags. I will lead the way. Surround them so they can't escape.
Us, sir!
Of course you idiots! If those Albion scum get away, I will whip your butt myself.
Yes, sir! Right away, sir!
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Descendant, I've analyzed the data you've uploaded to your receive channel. There are some anomalies. I was wondering if you had a moment to discuss them. There you are. You've done a great job collecting the data. I've processed and analyzed the information you uploaded. Let me break it down for you. Firstly, we only discovered VV-072 recently, but the Vulgus records go back way before we discovered it. That means the Vulgus didn't discover VV-072 around the same time as we did. They'd already been there for a long time. Luckily, the data you collected was quite detailed, giving us some clues as to why the Vulgus went to VV-072 and what they've been looking for there all this time. For starters, the information the Vulgus are after is probably related to the Ironhearts, and it's most likely the information on where the Ironhearts are hidden.
How can you be sure?
Look! This is geographical data on Ingress. It accounts for a significant portion of all the data we have, and some of it is locked with quantum encryption. The Vulgus surveyed the entire topography of Ingress 100 years ago. For them to go all the way to the Void Abyss to look for topographical information means...
It probably has something to do with the Ironhearts.
Considering how accurately Corell was able to locate the Ironheart, he must have found the information here.
If only we'd been faster. We could have turned the tables on them. Wait. Inez. What's this?
Oh, I was just about to get to that. This data is very old. It's about an engagement the Vulgus fought against an enemy on VV-072.
Hang on. Isn't this referring to Aisha's squad?
Yes, that's what I thought too. The way they described how they looked, the technology they used, their firearms, and especially the mention of the rose of Aisha, Aisha's weapon. Everything fits, down to the bullet specs.
That means Aisha's squad survived the Void Storm and made it to VV-072.
It seems that way, but there's no record of what happened to them. If the Vulgus had killed them, it would be in these records. But there's nothing further after an entry saying they lost the targets. It's complicated. Anyway, Descendant, I'll go over this with HQ and get back to you.
Descendant, I need to speak with you in private. Can you spare a minute?
If you have something to say, let's talk. I overheard your conversation with Inez and Keelan. As they guessed, the enemy that the Vulgus engaged was definitely Aisha. I had my doubts when I started reviewing the records, but when it got to the part about a red handgun and a rose engraved on it, I was convinced. A handgun engraved with a red rose was Aisha's most cherished weapon. As you know, not many Descendants use handguns as their primary weapon, and no Descendant would insist on using a handgun unless it was an RK unique weapon. For me, that confirmed the enemy that the Vulgus engaged, mentioned in those records, was Aisha. I've been obsessed with finding Aisha, waiting for the right time to go and search for her. Now that the opportunity is finally here, I've been excluded from the operation. I don't resent Alpha's decision. He's made a wise choice. But I need to ask you to do something. It's now or never. Will you look for signs of Aisha during this operation? It doesn't matter how small they are. I want to see them with my own eyes. I desperately need this.
This is Descendant Eckert. Are you busy? I've been refining the Void Vessel record tracking algorithm at HQ's request. I'll need to talk you through it. Could you spare some time?